Welcome to North Dakota State Stadium. Week 7 is underway in EA Sports College Football, and we are ready for a terrific game. It's the Nevada Wolfpack and the North Dakota State Bison. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. About to kick it off to get this game started. On the run from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. And North Dakota State will have the football first as their offense heads onto the field. And here comes the junior running back. He may not be the best-known star around, but man, does this team love what he brings.
What a challenge for this running back here. This late in the season against a conference opponent, one of the better run defenses in the entire country, too. We know this guy's been an absolute game breaker toting the rock, but this defensive coaching staff has had a lot of time and a lot of film all season to watch this guy and watch the schemes of this running attack. It'll be interesting to see if this guy can break through in one of his biggest tests of the year.
The run inside. It's Scott. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Scanning the field, it's Hayes. He wants to go deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
That's a really great play by the defender, and we obviously know the defense gave up a ton of points there last time out. Coaching staff told us, David, they wanted to be more aggressive this game, and here you go. The opening drive of the game, great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, swatting it away, and trying to send a message to the offense.
Well, and sometimes the defenders, they're trying to make plays. They're trying to catch it. A lot of times because of that, they misjudge the football. I like knocking it down, making sure the receiver doesn't catch it. They were challenged all week about a negative performance a week ago. Good to see them come out early with some energy and making some plays.
He'll start on the ground with Brown. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. The play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Oh, the D has to be feeling it now. See if they can get another sack on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They're all over it. He'll pull it down and run. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
And now if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good fourth down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Runs into a wall. They'll give him 1 out to the 8. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Might as well run him again. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
I love when offenses are stubborn and they run the football. That's a really good thing. Those are body blows that sometimes throughout a game can lead up. But the offensive line, they got to pave a little bit better room. Like, there needs to be a little bit more room so this guy can break free and get in the open field, try to make a play. Now it's 36, so now probably a passing situation.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. From the gun, it's Mitchell. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Rush right in his face. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Turning it on. Inside the 40. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, North Dakota State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Morgan. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Defense all over him.
And it really doesn't matter what play call this offense does. Like first possession, 3 and out, obviously struggled. This one right here, nothing on the ground. The offensive line has to do a better job. They got to be better up front, whether they want to run it, whether they want to throw it. It's got to start with the offensive line.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Again, it's Brown. Fights off a defender. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Across the 35. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Drives inside. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They'll try to slam it in. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. They'll try to finish this quarter with a touchdown on 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Slams it ahead, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
On the return, it's Morgan. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll return it from the 50. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
That is such a nice example of the defense reading and reacting and locating the football on the sweep play. They weren't fooled at all. They knew they were trying to go to the outside. They got leverage, corralled the back, got him down behind the line of scrimmage.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds his target. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Left side is Collins. Not gonna make it, and the 4th down gamble backfires.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And so far, man, everything's been difficult for this offense. And credit to the defense. They've taken away all the easy stuff. The easy perimeter throws, the quick throws. Nice job playing fast, playing physical. But this...
He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got the tight end. Smashes through the tackle. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Nevada just had that big play through the air. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to keep it in the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Second and long here. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Morgan. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Using his legs, it's Mitchell. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Give to the running back. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Third and long right here. Back to throw, it's Hayes. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Now it's Nevada out there to go on the attack. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. They'll line up for a second down play. The fake wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Out wide left, it's Brown. Breaks the tackle.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Throws to the wideout. Gets rid of it.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Long way to go on second down. Motion from the back. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Woods. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Wolfpack trying to dig deep into the playbook on this third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quickly to the tight end. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Nevada will be forced to punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Hits inside. It's Mitchell. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Keep it on the ground. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And he gets it away.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
To the air, it's Hayes. Here comes the heat. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Fresh set of downs going up top. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Caught by Williams on the right. Bring him down. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I got it different.
Rush is on. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Right down the middle. Out wide right, it's Brown. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Working that wide receiver screen. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Nevada. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Oh, pressure's coming. He's got the back in the middle. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. And in the final seconds of the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It is perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Missouri, taking on the number 4 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's Ole Miss on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Now back to your game in Fargo.
Just about set to get this second. Underway. And he's going to try to return this one. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring run.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Snags it, and there's running room. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Play action on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Making his first move. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Running inside, it's Mitchell. There he goes. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a gap, it's Scott. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. Tells the run, wants to pass. In the backfield, it's Scott. Could not make his way to the corner. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Got it inside the 15. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off the line on 3rd.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Back to pass, it's Hayes. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. And hold up just a second as we check on the injured player. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Wolfpack now has its work cut out on 2nd and long. Off play action. Look out! That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. On the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line.
Ready. Black 88. Black 88. Hey, move. Let's go.
Got an alley. Turning it on. Enough to move the chains. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Keeps it moving. It's Mitchell. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. Running the red zone, it's Mitchell. Could be an alley. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ballgame. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Now it's Nevada out there to go on the attack. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Left side, it's Brown. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Snapped on 4th down. They're all over him. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. This Nevada offense really has it going. Wants to throw it. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. They just haven't been able to hold up and protect their quarterback, and now they face 2nd and long.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Nevada going quickly. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll pull it down. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the 1st down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Got to make the play on 4th. Under pressure. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Hand it to the back. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their...
Oh, they knock it free! And he was able to get back on top of it. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. 7 is a lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum. You know, 7 weeks, obviously, that's not the whole season. You got bigger fish to fry down the road. Great start, but you can tell this team's for real, for real.
No doubt, and they deserve for us all to be talking about them right now because they look as advertised. This is a team with tremendous talent. They've taken care of business up to this point, but now because they're undefeated at this point of the year, every game from this point out gets bigger and bigger and more important.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.